Kim Churchill, the young 20-year-old prodigy from Australia who is now touring around Vancouver Island and the Lower Mainland and is off through to Alberta very soon. And I was fortunate enough to have a chat with him backstage at the Media Club at his Vancouver gig. And I got to say, I've never seen anyone thrash an acoustic guitar so loudly and proudly. He had so much energy. It was incredible. A stomp box for his feet and a harmonica, so a one-man band, if ever I've seen one. Now let's chat with Kim Churchill here. This is part one of my interview with Kim.
Hey there, how you going?
Very good. Where have you just come from, your last date?
We played Whistler, actually, up in the snow, and before that we were in Memphis for some shows there, and then before then LA. So been kind of hop, skipping and jumping all over the continent.
And how's the journey been for you so far in North America?
Oh, amazing. I think it's exceeded anything I expected, although I couldn't have really expected anything in particular, I didn't know what to expect, but it's blown my mind every day. We got to snowboard today. And in Whistler, did you get a sense of an Australian sort of mentality to the crowd? Yeah, man, you walk into a pub and you feel like you're at home again. There's so many Aussie accents. Like I started playing Waltzing Matilda and half the room starts singing along. So far from home, but so close.
And speaking of home, you really haven't got a permanent home to this day. You left high school, hopped in the van, and you've literally been on a 2-year musical odyssey.
Yes.
And has that informed a lot of songwriting along the way? Have you written a lot of songs?
Oh yeah, written so many songs. It's ridiculous how many of those actually come from living out of a van. I'm not sure, but a solid amount of them. It's I feel like it's moulded the way I think, in a lot of ways, and it really is reflective of the Australian lifestyle and the Australian way. Like from even the Aboriginals were nomadic people. It's a nomadic land, I think. So it suits me to live there in that way. Getting your mail and registering your vehicle and stuff like that's a pain in the ass. But the country's so big, you have that ability to travel for long periods of time. Touring Canada is, I think we're certainly a lot better equipped for it than, say, people from Europe, because we live on a massive continent where you have to travel long distances in between shows. So yeah, definitely being Australian is a really pushes my desire to travel in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and you were born in Canberra, and do you have memories? How long did you actually live there?
For about 4 or 5 years. Well, I was born in Canberra, and we lived in Canberra till I was, 1 or 1.5 or something, and then we moved to a little town called Gunning.
Oh yeah.
Which was my parents, once they were married, it was their first time buying a house, and we had this property out there. And anyway, I think I've never really got the story straight from Mum and Dad, but from what I know, I pissed in the baby pool when I was 3, and we were copped so much crap off the town that we left. I think it's an exaggeration that it was it was the act of me, but then we were back in Canberra for a few years, and it was sort of my early childhood.
And is it a place that you visited? I mean, in terms of touring and music, have you picked up on any musical vibe there? Have you had a chance?
Yeah, it's one of the places that I do better at. I busk a lot in Canberra. It's sort of a nice midway point between a lot of places, and they've got amazing markets there. And so I do a lot of busking in Canberra, and it's been a beautiful part of my journey so far.